Alright, speaking of points in the middle, another very common technique is to create planes in the middle of something. I do this all the time to cut a part in half. Under plane, you can go through each one of these, and what you're looking for is something that tells you it's going to put it in the middle. So I'll give you a tip. If you don't memorize it, you don't have to worry about it. Just keep picking on them, and it will say middle in the pop-up window. Okay, so as long as it doesn't say middle, it's not the right one. There's only one that says middle, default middle, and it's normal to curve. It highlights here in the pop-up window to select a curve. A line is a curve, it's infinite radius. I pick on a line or a line here, and what it's going to do is going to put a plane right in the middle of this part. I select OK, and that plane's now right in the middle of the part. It's cutting the part in the middle. That is plane normal to curve. That is a very common one used. Another very common one is offset plane and through two lines. If I select through two lines, I can pick two lines and it creates a plane. If I move this, it may look like right here I'm moving it way off that part, but it's not. I'm really still on the YZ plane no matter where I move that. Okay, I just move it off, so plane through two lines is very common. So I'll come down here on the tree. I'm just going to rename this to remember which is which. So we'll go to properties, and I'll put plane middle. Click on this one, properties, change the 2 to, or I could have left it at 2 and said 2 lines. I don't know if that will confuse me or not. So that, I use 2 lines for that one. Under plane, through 3 points is basically the same thing. I could select 3 points, and you notice it's telling you to grab 3 points. Well, if I grab the points I created, and it's a little faster for me to grab off the tree, so if I just grab points 1, 2, and 3, and I click that move, it's the exact same plane as the first plane I created. Select OK. Just come down here and we'll rename this to planes. Oops. Right click on it and go to properties. And then I'll change the 3 points. Last one I'll show you is plane parallel. Probably one of the most common ones used, and that's offset from plane is plane parallel. Not to be confused with parallel through a point. That does a different thing. I'm not going to cover them all. I'm just going to cover a handful of these. So plane offset, if I select this, or if I select one of these planes I created, well, did I not? Oh, I did. I had a plane already highlighted. I didn't realize that. If I go to plane and select this plane here, it's going to create a plane parallel to whichever plane I pick. So if I type in 4 and hit enter, these two planes are 4 inches apart right now. Okay, so I'll rename that to offset. I should probably have them all capitals, but too late now. So planes in the middle, planes on 2 lines, planes on 3 points, and a plane offset is what I've covered. Those are your most common techniques for creating planes.